this man right here. This is his 50th consecutive derby.
And you've been working with investigators, and this is taking an emotional toll on them as well.
But luckily, no alien life forms are happening.
No. It was the perfect day to have it because guess what? You know the meme? It's gonna be me.
Necesitarás tener un paraguas a mano por si acaso.
Welcome back. I'm joined by Mayor Greg Fisher. Thank you for being here.
Keeping an eye on breaking news out of the Indianapolis area and a shooting at a middle school there.
I covered stories in this community for several years. This is a tight-knit group of people. Almost everyone in Marshall County has some kind of connection to this school.
Witnesses also saying they were using chairs to break windows to jump out, so we will have, of course, much more on GMA. It is National Taco Day. So
shouldn't that be on a Tuesday?
It should be on a Tuesday, but hey, Thursday, so Taco Thursday, we can still work with that. Legislative session, it just ended, and there were some cuts that affected the university. Tell us about those, and how are they going to be impacting students?
Look, I'm making you happy right now. I'm drawing, Jared, a heart.
Oh, thank you.
For Valentine's Day.
I'll go make
Can we get a look of it? Oh, guess.
49 degrees by Friday with some scattered rain lingering.
Be mine.
Look at that.
We have two major national stories developing at this hour. One of them with a local tie involving a man who's now admitted to killing 90 people. But first, we begin with the president's former longtime personal attorney pleading guilty to lying to Congress.
We are on your side with team coverage across Kentuckiana, from current traffic conditions to live weather looks with our Reed Yaden. But first, let's head over to the Weather Center with meteorologist Caitlin Fish. And Caitlin, what should people know first thing this morning? So did someone in your office bring in their dog to work today? I did, because I wanted to celebrate National Take Your Dog to Work Day. So this holiday was actually created about 20 years ago, and it's meant to promote, oh my God, look at him. 3 weeks after a man was shot and killed outside CRUMS Lane Elementary School, another man is now charged with his murder.
Miss Williams.
And I'm Juliana Valencia. It is Friday, and we're so pumped for the weekend. Give me a Friday 5-5. All right,
That's TG's favorite thing in the world. In fact, once you run over there, I'm going to hang out right here.
All right.
While you run over there.
Okay.
Because our producer's going to get furious that you're running across the studio.
Look, but I'm so fast, TG. So what are people expecting today
all I have
for
to
the weekend?
say is, however much caffeine you guys have consumed this morning, I want you to reduce it by half.
He hasn't given you a high
We read
five
a story
yet.
about not drinking coffee in the morning
Not
yesterday.
drinking.
Remember?
Yeah, I know.
Hoy tenemos una extensa cobertura del clima para tus noticias en español desde WHS 11. Soy Juliana Valencia. Este fin de semana, prepárate para el clima invernal. Las temperaturas de hoy son empezando a las 9, 26 grados, luego ves a las 3, 41 grados y por la noche tendremos 36 grados. Por la noche es cuando empezamos a ver nieve. Luego, mientras las temperaturas se calientan el sábado, tendremos lluvia. Esto es lo que podemos ver entre el viernes por la noche al domingo. Ves, al norte tenemos posibilidades de nieve a 2 pulgadas a 4 pulgadas. Luego en el Metro Louisville tenemos nieve y luego es lluvia. Entre 1 pulgada y 2 pulgadas es posible. Y al sur en E-Town y Campbellsville tenemos nieve al principio y luego se vuelve lluvia.
Let's get right to our Tyler Emery, who's near where it happened. And Tyler, what else do we know at this hour?
Now to some breaking news. LMPD expected to release new information on that officer-involved shooting from yesterday. Let's go out to that press conference. Again, that was LMPD Chief Steve Conrad and a lieutenant with the Public Integrity Unit. Now, Chief Conrad says that a SWAT officer was not wearing a body camera. And the chief says it's because the SWAT team does not have body cameras, but they are the next special unit getting those body cameras. Now, the lieutenant with LMPD's Public Integrity Unit says the SWAT team was nearby and assisted. Officer Hogan was the first one on scene. The lieutenant says the suspect was threatening his wife, and that's when Officer Hogan fired. Now, LMPD is continuing to investigate, and we'll have much more in later newscasts. Now, Kentucky environment officials are continuing today to look for signs of a spill after the other half of the Bourbon warehouse in Bullitt County collapsed Wednesday.
What's excited about also is I got some new socks. They're pretty cool. We can't really look at them, but they're the same color.
Give us a shot. Want to see the socks here.
So they match the Team Crusade shirt.
You're coordinated.
I am. I'm pretty excited. Let's see if we can get these shots in the shot. Look at that.
Now, Detective Mangado was in the middle of a traffic stop when police say Roger Burdett hit her cruiser with his MSD semi-truck. These stops are often called routine, but that word is misleading.
That shooting that killed Bailey Holt and Preston Cope and hurt 18 others prompted the students at Paducah Tillman to do something about it. a call that the students at Marshall County responded to, saying they don't want this to define them, that Marshall County is more than just a school shooting.
Can I wrap an IOU in a box?
If I sign a $4 million contract, I will pay off your debt.
You know your parents are watching, too.
Oh, yeah.
And Taylor's crew, they're already also here getting ready for the big show and setting up.
I actually don't love cereal, I'll be honest. I don't.
Laid to rest.
Visitation and funeral plans have been set for the detective. You can find this information on LMPD's Facebook page. Visitation will take place Sunday at Ark El Hedi at Rest Haven. That's on Bardstown Road. The public will be able to visit from 2 to 8. The funeral will be on Monday morning at 11 at Southeast Christian Church on Blankenbaker Parkway in Louisville. Burial will follow at Hebron Cemetery in Bullitt County. There will also be a procession for the public to pay their respects.
It's a really great time, but I'll tell you, we were exhausted. We slept about like 2.5 hours between Friday and Saturday evening.
But you finished 130 out of 400 teams.
Yeah, isn't that great?
And a rare move by LMPD's chief. All off days for officers suspended ahead of a protest and counter-protest happening Saturday. Thank you for joining us on this busy Friday afternoon. I'm Juliana Valencia. LMPD is expected to release new information in the next hour on yesterday's deadly shooting in South Louisville involving one of its officers. And listen to this. This makes me excited. So if you are struggling to get out of bed this morning, take your time. A new study says people who are always late are more successful and live longer. Researchers at Harvard Medical School claim people who are chronically late have lower blood pressure and lower risk of heart disease.
All right, see? Well, researchers say that many late people have traits seen in perfectionists. This means that they won't leave the house until everything is done, which psychologists say can lead to a more successful career. Bingo!
Hey,
That's us, Juliana.
That's us. Do you want to tell them what happened last night? She's going to live to be 150.
All right, okay, real quick. So I had to MC the Fun for the Arts Style Icon fashion show, and I had to be there at 8:45 to start the fashion show. I get a call at 8:30. And they're like, Juliana, where are you? I'd taken a nap. And so, because I was going to stay there till 10 o'clock. So I took the nap, woke up 8:30, ran over there. I was on stage by 9 o'clock saying, welcome to the fashion show. So it worked out. It all worked out.
I'm impressed that you were out till 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that's why I needed that 3-hour nap, and I slept through my alarm.
That's right, Rip Van Winkle's daughter over here.
I'm telling you, there's something to this study. I appreciate this.
I'm happy about it, too.
Louisville may be known for basketball, but in terms of high school sports, most college recruits are swimmers. 20 of the state's top 50 recruits this year are from Louisville. For a city producing D1, even Olympic swimmers, our community is said to be pool poor. Our Juliana Valencia shows us the need and the efforts underway to possibly get a new aquatic center.
From 5:30 in the morning to 9 at night, the water at the Mary T. Maher Aquatic Center is moving.
Even though it's really hard, I get a lot out of it.
Lakeside swimmer Caroline Mercer is one of about 600 people who use this pool on a daily basis.
It helps me work hard for something that I want, but not just for myself, for a team.
During swim meets, there can be as many as 1,000 people, and with the crowds, air quality can be a problem.
Every indoor facility has an issue and struggles with air quality on a daily basis.
Caroline's mom, Mary Lois Mercer, says building a new facility is necessary.
There's nowhere to sit for the swimmers. There's nowhere for the parents to sit, and they are unable to see their swimmers when they are at a meet here.
The city is answering those demands. A $25,000 study is underway to see what it would cost to add a new aquatic center with 2 public meetings this month. Louisville Parks and Recreation says what's unique is 6 groups are helping fund it, including the city, U of L, JCPS, and Bellarmine University. Lakeside swim team's head coach, Mike DeBoers, says the economic benefit for the city could be huge.
The hotel rooms, the restaurants, the impact of visitors coming into the city.
A nationals meet could bring in about 3,000 people, and Louisville has a lot to offer in terms of competition.
I think we have over 45 Division I athletes currently out there.
Lakeside swim team has produced 10 U.S. Olympians over the years, like siblings Clark and Caroline Burkle. Even the aquatic center is named after a 3-time Louisville Olympian.
Even though we don't have the best facility to train in, we're still one of the top teams. So think where we could be if we had everything that other teams have.
In Louisville, Juliana Valencia, WHAS 11 News.
The $25,000 study is focusing on 4 types of users: recreation groups, competition, instructional, and wellness/therapy groups. There's a public meeting tonight on the possibility of a new aquatic center. That'll be at the Cyril Algier Community Center from 6 to 8. The other is December 15th at Central High School from 1 until 3 p.m.